Hello, my beautiful and fiery Aries souls, and welcome back to Astrology Unlocked. I am so glad you found your way here today. Before we begin, I want you to take a deep, powerful breath. Inhale that incredible courage that is so uniquely yours, and as you exhale, release any doubt, any frustration, any feeling of being misunderstood. Just let it go. Because this space, right here and now, is a sanctuary for your magnificent spirit. This is a place where your fire is not seen as too bright, where your passion is not considered too much, and where your warrior heart is understood in all its glory. Have you been feeling like you carry a sacred flame within you, a brilliant light of intention, passion, and truth, only to have the world try to extinguish it? Do you ever feel like your purest motivations are met with resistance? Your directness is mistaken for aggression, and your incredible strength is seen as a threat? You are not alone in this feeling. In fact, it is a core part of the sacred journey you are on. And today, we are going to dive deep into the cosmic reasons why. We're going to explore why your incredible spirit is so often challenged, and more importantly, how the universe itself prepares a divine justice, a karmic rebalancing that is designed specifically for you. This isn't about punishment for others. Oh no, this is about the magnificent restoration of your own power. So get ready, because you are about to remember just how powerful you truly are. Now, before we go any further, I want you to become part of this conversation. This is a community of awakening souls, and your story truly matters. In the comments below, take a moment to share your heart by typing, "I thank God for the blessings He has given me." Let this be your affirmation of gratitude and faith. And if you haven't already, please do me the honor of subscribing to Astrology Unlocked and turning on notifications. You are on the precipice of a profound awakening, and I want to be right here to guide you through every step of this incredible journey. All right, my beautiful Aries, let's begin with a question that has likely echoed in the quietest corners of your soul, perhaps in moments of frustration after a conflict, or in the stillness after your passionate energy has been met with a cold wall of misunderstanding. Why does my purest intention get so twisted? Why is my strength so often met with fear? You may have wondered if your very nature is a mistake in a world that often seems to reward subtlety, manipulation, and passive behavior. You might have even tried to dim your own light, to soften your edges, to be less you, only to feel a profound sense of inauthenticity, a spiritual suffocation. But here is a truth I want you to absorb into the very core of your being. Your fire is not a flaw. It is your divine gift. In the grand and beautiful language of the stars, Aries is the genesis, the first spark, the dawn of the zodiac. You are the sacred impulse of life itself, the courageous pioneer sent here to blaze new trails, to speak unspoken truths, and to lead with a heart that beats with raw, unfiltered honesty. You carry the energy of beginnings, of courage, and of a purity of intent that is breathtaking to behold. Within you lives the very fire of creation. But this is where the sacred challenge begins. Your light, so pure and so brilliant, does something truly extraordinary. It casts no shadow of its own, but it illuminates the shadows in everyone else. Have you ever noticed how your mere presence can make others uncomfortable? How your direct questions can unravel a hidden truth? Or how your refusal to play games forces everyone around you to be more authentic? That, dear Aries, is your power. You are a cosmic truth teller. Like a brilliant sunbeam, entering a dusty, forgotten room. You don't create the dust, but your light makes it impossible to ignore. You don't cause people's insecurities. You reveal them. And let's be honest, not everyone is ready to face what is hidden within themselves. Their fear of their own darkness, their own weakness, their own unlived potential can cause them to lash out. They don't attack you, they attack the reflection you've shown them. And so, they hurt you, not out of genuine malice, but out of a deep spiritual blindness. They call you too much because they feel they are not enough. They call you aggressive because they fear directness. They try to control you because your freedom reminds them of their own self-imposed cages. It is a profound and often painful cosmic dynamic. You arrive as a catalyst for truth, and sometimes the truth hurts before it can heal. This is why you often attract people who need a push, who are stuck in stagnant energy. They are drawn to your vitality, your life force, hoping it will awaken them. And sometimes it does. But other times, when they are not ready to truly change, they resent the light that woke them up. But the universe whispers a truth that I need you to hear now. It was never your job to be palatable. It was your job to be pure. You were never sent here to be small. You were sent here to be a leader. The wounds you've carried from these encounters are not punishments. They are initiations. Each time your fire was met with fear, you were being taught the sacred art of self-validation. You were learning that your worth is not determined by the world's acceptance, but by your own unwavering connection to your inner truth. Your ruling planet, the magnificent and powerful Mars, is the planet of action, desire, and will. It demands that you move, that you act, that you be. The greatest lesson for you, dear one, is not to stop moving, but to learn to move with divine intention. It's about learning to wield your incredible power, not as a weapon of defense, but as a tool of creation. In many spiritual traditions, fire is the element of purification. It burns away what is false, leaving only what is true and eternal. Your journey is to become so aligned with your own inner flame that the opinions of others no longer feel like water trying to douse you, but simply like steam that rises and disappears in the face of your radiant heat. So the next time your strength is misunderstood, remember this: a bonfire doesn't shrink itself to avoid intimidating a candle. It burns brightly, trusting that those who are meant to find warmth and light will draw near. You are not broken, Aries. You are being forged. And in that sacred fire, a new kind of strength is emerging, unbreakable, authentic, and divinely guided. There comes a moment, my dear Aries, when the forward momentum stops. The world goes quiet. The phone doesn't ring. The next step on the path is shrouded in fog, and every ounce of your being screams, "Move, do something." This, for you, is perhaps the most agonizing state of being: enforced stillness, the divine pause. You've prayed, haven't you? You've pushed, you've planned, you've strategized. You've said to the universe, "Okay, I'm ready. Give me the sign, show me the way." And in response, silence. An endless, echoing, deeply frustrating silence. But what if I told you that this silence is not absence? What if this stillness is not neglect, but the most profound and potent preparation you will ever experience? You, Aries, are a soul who learns through action, through experience, through the tangible feedback of the world. But there are some lessons, some levels of power that cannot be forged in the heat of battle. They must be cultivated in the sacred quiet of the soul's own temple. When a blacksmith forges a legendary sword, they do not just hammer it relentlessly. The process involves intense heat, yes, but it also requires periods of quenching, of cooling, of stillness, where the very molecular structure of the steel is permanently altered and strengthened. That, my friend, is what heaven's silence is for you. It is your quenching. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows that your will is powerful. But for that will to become truly unstoppable, it must be tempered with wisdom, patience, and intuition. When your ruling planet, Mars, goes retrograde, it's a perfect example of this cosmic principle. The planet of action appears to move backward, and on Earth, we feel it as a time of frustration, delays, and internal conflict. It feels like a punishment, but it's not. It is a divinely orchestrated opportunity to revisit your motivations, to heal your relationship with your own anger and desire, and to sharpen your focus so that when you can move forward again, your aim is true. Have you ever seen an archer prepare to shoot an arrow? They don't just run forward and throw it. There is a moment of intense stillness, of focus, where they pull the bowstring back. All the power, all the potential is gathered in that backward motion. The further back they pull the string, the farther the arrow will fly. This silence in your life is you, pulling back the bowstring. The universe is not ignoring you, it is trusting you. It is trusting you to use this time to gather your strength, to connect with your inner guidance, and to clarify your target. When you are constantly in motion, you can only hear the noise of the world. But in the stillness, you begin to hear something else. The whisper of your own soul. The voice of your intuition. That is the sound of the divine speaking in a language crafted just for you. In astrology, your cosmic home is the first house, the house of the self, of identity, of new beginnings. Every time you are forced into a pause, you are being invited to come home to yourself, to rebuild your identity, not on your external achievements, but on your internal resilience. Have you noticed that your greatest breakthroughs often come after your longest periods of frustration? The idea that changes everything, the person who opens the door, the sudden surge of energy that clears the path. It always arrives after the surrender. That is the moment the divine exhales. The test is complete. The stillness breaks, not with a chaotic explosion, but with a clear, focused, and powerful path forward. So if heaven seems silent right now, perhaps it's because your spirit is being upgraded. Perhaps you are being taught to lead not just with your strength, but with your wisdom. Trust that the same stars that witnessed your charge are now guiding your alignment. Trust that this silence is not the end of the conversation. It is the breath before the universe roars your name. Take this moment, Aries, and feel your own heartbeat. That is the rhythm of creation within you. You are never unseen. You are simply being prepared for a greater destiny. There comes a point on your journey, fiery Aries, when your heart, in all its honesty, asks a potent question. What about them? What about the ones who betrayed my trust, who used my energy, who took my loyalty for granted? Will the universe ever balance the scales? It's a question born not of a desire for petty revenge, but from a deep, innate need for justice and fairness. And to that, the cosmos answers with a resounding, unequivocal yes. But divine justice for an Aries doesn't operate through quiet, hidden channels. It operates on the very principles you embody: action, energy, and momentum. Karma, for you, is not a punishment sent from above. It is a cosmic echo. It is the unwavering law that every action creates an equal and opposite reaction. Think of it this way. Every time you act with pure intention, every time you lead with courage, you send a powerful vibration out into the universe. It's like shouting into a Grand Canyon. The energy you send out must return. And when someone hurts you, when they manipulate your honesty, when they drain your vitality, when they betray your directness, they are not just creating a debt with you, they are creating a profound, energetic void within themselves. So when they walk away, seemingly untouched, do not mistake the universe's timing for indifference. The echo is already on its way back. The one who misused your trust will find themselves in a world where nothing feels secure. The one who drained your energy will find their own ambitions stalling, their own fire dwindling into embers, leaving them feeling lost and without momentum. The one who mocked your sincerity will find themselves surrounded by superficiality, craving a single drop of the authenticity they once rejected in you. And here is the most important part. Aries, you don't have to do a single thing to make this happen. In fact, your greatest power lies in not participating. Your job is not to stand by and wait for the echo to return to them. Your job is to keep moving forward, to keep creating, to keep blazing your trail. Your continued success, your unwavering light, your refusal to be dragged down into bitterness, that is your ultimate victory. The universe handles the rest. Saturn, the great cosmic timekeeper, ensures that all accounts are eventually balanced. But your lesson isn't about watching their ledger. It's about focusing on your own. The real justice is not that they feel your pain, it's that you no longer feel it yourself. The moment you can remember what happened and feel not anger, but a detached wisdom, is the moment you have truly reclaimed your power. You have removed yourself from their karmic story, and you are free. This is a crucial lesson for your warrior spirit, which often feels the need to fight every battle, to right every wrong. The universe is teaching you discernment. It's teaching you that your energy is a precious, sacred resource. It is the fuel for creating new worlds, not for demolishing old ones that are already crumbling under the weight of their own inauthenticity. When you choose to walk away and pour your fire into your own purpose, you accelerate your own blessings. The cosmos cannot fill your hands with new opportunities if they are still clenched into fists around old grievances. So take a deep breath. Inhale your incredible strength, and as you exhale, release the need to supervise their karma. Hand it over. The winds of change are already at work. The echo is in motion. One day, in a quiet moment of their own making, they will understand. Not because you forced them to, but because their own soul is ready to learn. Let them go. Not for them, but for you. Let the immutable law of energetic return do its work. You have new battles to win, new worlds to build, and a brilliant destiny to create. Keep your eyes on the horizon, because that is where your justice truly lies. There is a point in every Aries life that is both terrifying and sacred. It's the moment you hit the wall. You've charged with all your might. You've given it everything you have. You've pushed with every fiber of your being, and the obstacle remains. You find yourself exhausted, spent, and standing before what feels like an impossible dead end. It is in this hollowed-out space, this moment of surrender, that the true miracle occurs. It is the moment God, the universe, or the divine, whatever name you give, that magnificent creative force steps in. But for you, Aries, this is not a passive surrender. It is not about giving up. It is a profound and powerful alignment. It's the moment your incredible personal will, your powerful I Am, finally joins forces with the divine I Am. For so long, you've been trying to force the door open on your own. Divine intervention doesn't just open the door for you, it reveals that you were pushing on a wall, and the real door was right beside you all along. Heaven doesn't step in to reward your struggle. It steps in when you finally become still enough to see the divine blueprint it has held for you all along. The surrender for an Aries is not defeat. It is the ultimate act of courage. It's the warrior finally saying, "I cannot win this battle alone. I need a higher strategy." It's the moment you shift from saying, "This is what I will do," to asking, "Universe, what would you have me do through my strength, through my fire?" And in that moment, the entire cosmos rearranges itself to support your charge. The change begins subtly. A peace that you can't explain settles in your chest. An idea, a solution you never considered, drops into your mind with crystal clarity. An unexpected person calls. An opportunity appears out of nowhere, perfectly aligned with your true talents. That, my fiery friend, is the moment the divine takes the reins, not to steer you away, but to clear the path for your most powerful, effective, and purposeful charge yet. You see, divine intervention for you isn't about something happening to you, it's about a higher power working through you. It's not a voice from the sky, it's the unshakable certainty that rises from within your own core, whispering, "This is the way. Go now." When all your human plans have been exhausted, the divine plan is revealed. Perhaps you are fighting for a job that was never meant to contain your leadership, and its loss opens the door to you starting your own venture. Perhaps a relationship ends, and in the space it leaves, you finally discover a mission that sets your soul on fire. Each closed door is not punishment, it is divine protection. Each delay is not a denial, it is a sacred redirection. Can you look back on your life and see it now? A moment that felt like a devastating failure, but was actually the beginning of your greatest victory. That was not a coincidence. That was the hand of the cosmos at work, guiding your passionate spirit with a wisdom that sees the whole battlefield, not just the skirmish in front of you. Aries, you were born to be a channel for divine action. Your purpose is not just to fight, but to fight for what is right, what is true, what is aligned with progress and light. When you finally align your personal will with this divine purpose, you become an unstoppable force. You are no longer just a warrior, you are a holy instrument of change. The heaviness lifts. Your energy becomes boundless because you are no longer running on your own reserves. You are tapped into the infinite power source of the universe itself. You stop chasing outcomes because you become an agent of divine creation. You radiate a confidence that doesn't come from ego, but from purpose. And that is what draws your true destiny to you effortlessly. So take a slow, deep breath. You've reached that sacred point between your own effort and divine grace. The light you are fighting so hard to reach is now ignited within you. You can feel it, can't you? That calm, powerful, unshakable knowing that whatever falls away now is simply making space for the true mission to begin. That is what it means when God steps in. It's not drama, it's clarity. It is the quiet, profound shift that turns a battle into a destiny. There will come a day, my dear Aries, when you will look back at the fires you have walked through, and you will not see scars. You will see the beautiful, intricate patterns of a blade that has been perfectly forged. The storms will no longer shake you. The words that once triggered you will be met with a calm, knowing silence. You will not feel the need to fight, to prove, or to defend, because your very presence has become your truth. You have walked through the valley of misunderstanding, of betrayal, of frustrating silence. You have faced the impulse to harden your heart, and instead chose the far more courageous path of keeping it open. And because of that choice, that radical act of faith in your own inner fire, the universe has rewritten your story. Not as one of struggle, but as one of magnificent victory. Aries, you were never meant to remain just a soldier. You were destined to become the leader, the beacon, the conscious warrior. The rise of your redeemed soul is not a loud, dramatic coronation. It happens with the quiet confidence of the sun rising after the longest night. One day, you wake up and the anger has been transmuted into passion. The impatience has been transformed into focused action. The need for external validation has dissolved, replaced by an unshakable inner authority. That is your redemption. Not that the world finally understands you, but that you no longer need it to. In this sacred, final stage of your initiation, you become the master of your own fire. You have learned that true strength is not in how loud you can roar, but in the wisdom of knowing when to burn brightly and when to keep your flames contained as a warm, guiding hearth. You no longer lead by force, but by inspiration. Your passion no longer burns. It illuminates. You give energy without depletion because you are connected to the infinite source. You speak truth without cruelty. You act with courage, but it is a courage tempered by wisdom. This is the rebirth of Aries, not the impulsive warrior who charges into every battle, but the awakened pioneer who chooses their mountains with divine precision and creates new paths for others to follow. Take a moment now. Breathe softly. Feel the steady, powerful rhythm of your own heart. That is the drumbeat of a new destiny. The leadership you once sought from the world is now flowing from you. Do you see, Aries? The universe didn't punish you with challenges. It trained you. Every obstacle was a cosmic workout designed to build your spiritual muscle. Every frustration was a lesson in divine timing. Every person who misunderstood you was a teacher, showing you how to anchor yourself so deeply in your own truth that no external storm could ever move you. You are no longer the wounded one. You are the way shower who carries the wisdom of every battle. And as your energy has shifted, so has your reality. The doors now open effortlessly, not because you kicked them down, but because your very vibration has become the key. The right people, the right resources, the true soul connections, they are drawn to your light, to your authenticity, to your purpose. You no longer have to fight for your place in the world. You create it simply by being who you are. This is not luck. This is restoration. This is the karmic wheel turning in your favor because you have mastered its lessons. You have become a living embodiment of empowered, purposeful action. Your life is now a testament to the truth that the universe always, always supports the courageous soul who dares to align with their highest purpose. So rise now, magnificent soul. Rise not in anger, but in power. Rise not to prove, but to lead. Rise not to be seen, but to illuminate the way for others. Heaven moves with you now. in every decisive step, in every passionate project, in the sacred fire that you survived and now command. Take this as your final breath of this particular journey. Inhale your victory. Exhale the memory of the struggle. The past is complete. The training is over. The mission has begun. What remains is your destiny. The universe didn't challenge you to break you, Aries. It challenged you to forge you into the leader you were always meant to be. And if these words have ignited a spark of recognition deep within your soul, then stay with us here at Astrology Unlocked. Continue this journey where cosmic wisdom meets personal empowerment, and where every challenge reveals a deeper strength. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment you truly begin to lead it. Subscribe and walk this path of power with us. This is the place where the fire of the soul and the map of the stars finally come together to illuminate your most magnificent path forward. Thank you, beautiful Aries soul, for allowing me to share this sacred space with you. From my heart to yours, thank you for being here, for listening, and for having the courage to burn so brightly.